What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio, our Instagram, and deftaradio.com, our website. Make sure y'all follow us on both platforms. It's a great way to support the channel and a great way to get on our radar as far as requests are concerned. Y'all got on our radar with West Africa time. I mean, shout out to everybody that was on Instagram and deftaradio.com on, to get us to do West Africa times. Check that reaction out with A-Reece and M.anifest.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop, man. Up-and-coming artists, man, you know what to do. If you want some exposure, man, click the link in the description. We'll do about, 60 seconds of your song in the front of one of our up-and-coming videos if you want the pre-roll. Or if you want a dedicated video with just featuring your song, we can do that too, man. So check that out if you need that. We're doing Champion today, man. And this is M.anifest again on this track, man. So this is shaping up. I mean, coming off of West Africa time and going into this one, man, this is feeling like a special project, man. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I know George is excited, man.
Yeah, man. Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
P2, huh? The big-hearted bad guy. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it. I'm happy to see A-Reece connected with M.anifest, man. And it works for us too, because we just kind of been rocking with M.anifest as well, and we always rock with A-Reece. So yeah, it's double the pleasure. Pause on that. A-Reece Champion featuring M.anifest.
Yeah, never run. Not afraid of the man behind the gun. When I see the man in the mirror, me no run. Doing shit that can't be done. I'm a champion. I'm a champion.
What do I look like? Running for my destiny. Certainly my certainty and nuisance for those that don't get nuance. Yeah, dark and twisted fantasy, so obsessed and talking 1,000 times in a row. I excel in every column. I don't need to talk the way I walk a fashion statement.
Not afraid of the man behind the
M.anifest is a slick motherfucker, man. You a slick dude, M.anifest. You a slick dude. What did he say about the XL line, though, man? What did he say? 1,000 times in a row, I excel in every column. That was crazy. 1,000 times in a row, and they have rows in Excel, right? You know what I mean? These software from Microsoft. But he's just excelling. You know what I'm saying? And then also it's 1,000 times in a row, over and over again. I feel like he's saying that he's constantly excelling. And then he said, but every morning these dudes are so appalling. They're dark and twisted fantasies, obsessed and talking. I don't have energy for them, right? So Appalled is a song by Kanye West, and it was off of the album Dark and Twisted Fantasy. So every morning, these dudes with their dark and twisted fantasies, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Obsessed and talking shit. So they're just obsessed with me, with these dark and twisted thoughts of trying to, bring my demise and shit, right? I don't even have any energy for them type of dudes, man.
He said, certainly my certainty is a nuisance for those who don't get nuance. My certainty, my confidence, and what I'm able to bring to the table as far as this rap game, man, what I'm able to do, it's a nuisance to them because I'm so nuanced. The depth I'm able to go to is a nuisance to motherfuckers that can't do it. They're like, God damn, not again, this motherfucker shit. I cannot do this.
He said, I'm a Scorpio, I'm prone to excess, right? Then he said, Reece chefed up the meal, now Chalea eat my breakfast. And he said, trigger warning, been taking shots since morning. Intoxicated, I'm falling, right? Ring, ring, I heed my calling. There's a lot of slick wordplay in all of that, right? He said he started by saying I'm a Scorpio, so I'm prone to excess. I believe he meant by that. What he's saying by that is I think he thinks of that as like a con, right? He thinks that is a room for improvement for himself, right? Because he said trigger warning, been taking shots since morning. When you think of trigger, right? You think of a gun shooting shots. You pull the trigger to take shots, right?
Yep.
But he's taking shots because he said I'm intoxicated, I'm falling. So liquor shots, right? So I think that's playing into him saying he's prone to excess. He's prone to dabbling in certain vices, right?
Yeah.
But then he said, ring, ring, I heed my calling. But, and then he went into the whole appalling thing, right? I think that's him catching himself by saying, I need to get back on my purpose.
Yeah.
Ring, ring, I heed my calling. So he's obviously like when the phone rings, you pick up a call, right?
Yep.
Someone's calling you, right? But he heeds his calling. His calling is bigger than bullshitting around, taking shots, and indulging and overindulging in vices, right? So, but the wordplay in ring, ring,
Yep.
I heed my calling, not actual call, but a calling to his purpose in life, I thought was really, really slick. Not a word uttered. My passion's patient. I like that too. I'm passionate, but I'm patient. Sometimes when you're passionate, I know this all too well. You know what I mean? Sometimes, yeah. Ryan definitely knows this all too well. Sometimes when you're passionate, man, you can get a little impatient because you just want to be great, right? But but you have to be a little bit more cerebral. So I'm passionate, but I'm patient. I like that. I don't need to talk. The way I walk is a fashion statement.
Yeah.
So when you talk, you're making a statement, right? Typically, right? So he's playing on that, but you know, fashion statement, right? You know what I'm saying? The way I walk is a fashion statement. I say a lot with, you know, how I'm looking. My appearance says it all.
Like real G's don't talk; they just make fashion statements. So the way they move sets the trend.
Calling shots and all of them a clutch like I was switching gears. Revenge Club Records, don't test us like skipping a semester. You know the devil right behind you on your way to be great. Think we ain't shining, you just left in the dark. Not afraid of the man behind the gun, I'm a champion.
All you suckers who ride the rain.
We were just talking about the ending with Muhammad Ali. You know, A-Reece included a clip from Muhammad Ali talking, and you know, Ryan was like, yeah, he's talking a lot of shit, but he is great though. And I was like, yeah, you better be him. You better be like Muhammad Ali to talk like Muhammad Ali.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? To get away with that shit. So he backed that shit up.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
With interest.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Rest in peace to Muhammad Ali, man.
Yeah, man. He said, business class boys, that means champagne for breakfast. One line that I liked in here, man, he said, business class boys, that means we have champagne for breakfast. He said, the fans are the investors, which I never heard before. I really like that line. Revenge Club Records, he said, don't test us like skipping a semester. So obviously, if you skip a semester, you're not being tested, right? You know, you don't take tests and stuff like that, but don't test us. You don't take my kindness for weakness. You test us, you know, you won't like the result. The fans are the investors. They invested in me.
I love that you said that, Ryan. I really do, because I know that you guys have been kind of looking on, you know, on Twitter, Instagram, and all that, and I see that his fan base is literally called the investors, I believe, right? But the reason he named it the investors, I think, is for that reason. But it's kind of like, you know, not to the group y'all in, but I'm just saying, you know, they have the Barbs and you have the Beehive and all that. But A-Reece's fans, I think it's just sort of an uplifting way of like really shouting out your fans. Like, dude, you invest in me, I wouldn't be here if you didn't invest in me, because it is an investment, essentially.
It is.
You guys are giving A-Reece your money, your time, right? Going to concerts, merch, and all that other shit to help him live his dreams. He said, I send a prayer. The Lord is my conciliary, right? He ain't talking back, but I know he can hear me. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is my counsel. I'm aware that they thinking they can fool me twice. I double dare. They often say in love and war, all is fair. I'm a boss, reinforcing order here. So I love that. Again, when we talked about this in a West African time video, man, with him and M.anifest, man. A-Reece, again, is speaking from an elevated perspective. Someone that has had to go through the grind to get to the top. So when you get to the top, the game is a little different. You know what I mean? You're a boss. You're reinforcing order here. And you also have to be aware of people trying to infiltrate the gates. They're trying to come over the moat. They're trying to climb the walls, right? To conquer your kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So they fooled me once, but you can't fool me twice. I double dare. They often say in love and war, all is fair. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be prepared for whatever. All is fair in love and war. You know what I mean? So I have to be prepared, watch my back 360. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the king now. I know that I have a target on my back.
And also, man, I think he's aware of failure. I'm aware they think they can fool me twice. He's all, I double dare him to. Because now I know. I know the game now. You know what I mean? Y'all got me the first time.
That's
But
right.
you ain't gonna get me the second time. So I feel like he's learned from that as well.
Calling shots, and all of them are clutch like I was switching gears. Again, elevated boss talk, right? I'm calling the shots. And they all clutch. So when we think about shots calling the clutch, that means all my shots are right on time. Right when me and my team needs these shots to go in for real moves to be made to keep us at the top, those shots go in. Then he said, obviously, like I was switching gears. That's a car reference, right? You're switching gears, you use the clutch to switch gears, right? He said, my mama tells me to pray, you know the devil's right behind you on your way to be great. You know? And Ryan had touched on, maybe he was deceived before, right? You can't fool me twice. So that's experience telling him that at any point, this all can come crashing down. So on your way to be great, you have these things that are these barriers, right? These things trying to bring you down. The devil is what he's saying in a sense, right? So again, his just awareness, right? God is his conciliary, right? God is his counsel.
Thinking that we ain't shining. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just left in the dark.
Tough.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the play on light and dark, right? Shining and darkness. We're winning in life. And anyone that thinks that we're not, you know what I'm saying? You just don't see it. You just don't see it yet. You're still in the dark.
Couldn't use a little bit more punch in the beats. I think for anybody who's familiar with this channel, and this is something that, I've mentioned, and it looks like Ryan agrees with, of course, as well, is these looping beats. This actually is really it's a well-crafted beat without punchy drums in it. I want to give credit to the production team. I love the sample. I think we love the right. I love the way that sample sounds. I don't know if it's an R&B song, maybe an old school Motown joint that they're sampling, but that sounds so good. And if it just had punchiness in it. And when I say punchy, I don't mean it needs to be a club song. I think when people confuse that, we're not talking about playing Champions in a club, but we're just talking about a little bit of punch, right? To add to just magnify the song a little bit more to get you into a little bit more of a head nod. This is a song that I just feel like you sit and reflect on it without the drums, which is fine, but I just think it always, no matter what kind of beat it is, it's always enhanced when you put some sort of punchy drums in it. Still a solid beat. I think both A-Reece and M.anifest did their thing, but West African time though.
Yeah,
that's a different level to me.
was hard.
That one?
That was hard.
That one is super playlist. This one was solid though. Shout out to A-Reece and M.anifest and the production team on this one. That's the end of the video. If y'all enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure y'all check out deftoradio.com. Join Defta Radio. The information for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas. We out.